on me.
Lead! Lead!
This mohawk ain't working out on TV.
Good morning. Welcome to the Chill Spot. I'm Corinne.
I'm Lisa.
And today on the show, we're going to be discussing Caregiver Appreciation Month. And it started this month. Yay. And International Tolerance Day. I think everybody needs a little lesson in that.
Probably very pertinent right now. Yes, very timely.
So International Tolerance Day is a day to understand how important human rights are, and also your residents' rights. You know, they're included in this as well. The discard for human life needs to stop, I think. It's just...
I agree.
It just needs to... Not going to preach or nothing, but it just needs to tone itself down a little bit.
Right.
A lot. And we need to be nonviolent towards each other, especially to our residents. If you're having a bad day and you cannot deal with a certain resident, just ask another CNA to fill in. You know, I mean, don't push yourself over that line to where, you know, you could end up harming your resident. And we need to learn from each other, learn not to be afraid, and we need to understand their cultures and their different languages.
You know, something I've always thought of is, and I know that it's called Tolerance Day, and tolerance is a word that's frequently used, but in my opinion, why should we just tolerate them? Why can't we accept them?
Exactly.
They're human beings. To me, the word tolerate means that it's something annoying that you have to put up with or something like that. And as a non-heterosexual woman, you know, back in the earlier days with gays and lesbians, they preached tolerance, and that always kind of hurt my feelings, because I thought, why am I somebody to be just tolerated? Why can I not be accepted as for who I am?
Because tolerance to me would be, okay, we're tolerating the high prices in our gas, but you don't want to tolerate a human life.
Right. It
You
makes
know,
it
so
sound like
I
something
understand.
negative.
Yep.
But we use that terminology because that's what's globally used, and we
Exactly.
want people to understand. Yes.
So I thought CNAs are a prime example that tolerance or acceptance can be accomplished. If you think about it, in our profession, we go into a room not knowing their culture, what language, you know, what beliefs they have. You know, the holidays are coming up. Do they want us to say Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays?
Right.
But through all of that, we find a way to provide that quality care and show them the respect that they need. So before we go on to the next topic, and that would be caregivers, I want to leave you with something that I kind of wrote, and I always say, I have it written down, as a CNA, we do not pass judgment against who we provide care for. So why would we pass judgment against ourselves or others? Think about that for a moment, because if we could get the world to see through a CNA's eyes, just imagine what that world would be like. That would be pretty awesome.
That would be great.
It would. So just think about that for a second. And then next we're going to talk about Caregiver Appreciation Month. It started November the 1st. And please take the time to recognize these men and women. They give themselves so freely and unselfishly to care for the sick and the disabled and the elderly.
And we're talking informal caregivers, non-paid caregivers, like everyone who's taking care of their parents or a child who needs help. Yes. Right.
You know, I mean, because there is a lot of caregivers out there that you may not even be aware of.
That's right.
And some interesting facts that I found was over 40 million start at the age of 15 that do unpaid care for the elderly. That's a lot.
Yes, it
That
is.
that is a lot.
Truly is.
And the other thing that I thought was interesting is 65 million, so that's 29% of the U.S. population are caregivers in some type of setting of providing care.
That's almost 1 in 3. So like every third person, almost.
That if you think about it, that it kind of blows your mind that in the United States we are so rich and fortunate, but yet we have such a need for our elders to be taken care of.
Yeah.
It's like something's got to give, and like always, you guys say, you and Lori both, if we don't take care of our elders, who is? Because evidently with these facts, there is a need to provide quality care for our elders.
If we don't, who will?
That's right. So take this month, not just today, but I mean throughout the whole year. Give them a pat on the back if you know that they are a caregiver. Give them some encouraging word. And
Well, many times the residents' families who come in are
Yes.
still providing care for, you know, the other spouse at home. Like if you have a daughter who's coming in to visit her mother, she may still have the father at home.
Right, exactly.
Or her husband's parents she's taking care of. And so a lot of our family members that are coming into the homes are actually taking care of loved ones at
Exactly.
home too. So
So if you have even a family member that reaches out to you, and you know, sometimes they may ask you advice, or sometimes they may even be venting to you, and it may not even be the one that they're taking care of, but maybe the one and in their home.
right.
Just kind of listen to them, let them vent, because you may be the only person that could understand what they're going
Right.
through.
Just remember that everybody's fighting their own battles. Even though
right.
they don't show it, we're all fighting our own battles, and we just need to be kind.
Exactly. So remember, they matter and you matter.